7. Do you love yourself? Can you love yourself coming into the relationship? You don't supposed to depend on them loving you. You gotta love yourself. Can you love yourself already in a relationship? Or you gonna be dependent on them loving you? Because if you love yourself already and they love themselves already, it's gonna be an easy transition. Real shit. Sven'gramz, Chief on the Land. I want y'all to check this video out. And make sure you being God to yourself. Make sure, I repeat, make sure, I'm at work, I'm on the plantation. Make sure you being God to your motherfucking self. 7, no doubt. Watch the video, leave your comments, hit the like. 7, let's roll.
Into some kind of altercation, knowing that in front of you are all of these TSA agents, and I don't know about you guys, but I know when I go through TSA, I be feeling like, what is going on? Like they be yelling at you, screaming at you, take your shoes off, put it back on. Like, it's a very aggressive kind of situation sometimes. And so to be in that kind of environment, something so serious as, being mindful of what you have in your bag, or how you are displaying yourself because you don't want to send off any signals. Being in that situation and being completely oblivious to your surroundings, so much so that the two of you get into some kind of altercation and you are actively putting your hands on this man while all these agents are around is a bit of a red flag. Now, I'm not sure what it was about. I'm not sure the reasoning behind that situation happening, but I just think, in my personal opinion, it lends to, when there are certain excuses instead of, consequences, I think it starts to breed this certain type of nature within a lot of these modern women of, I can do whatever I want to and nobody's ever going to do anything about it. I'm never going to have to face the consequences. So what? Me as a weaker vessel, I'm putting my hands on him, I'm pushing him. Who cares about it? Like, what's the worst that can happen? And I think that they're showing, once we are literally seeing you do this, we don't care what name you have, what title you have, we're going to not only arrest you and lock you up and you're just going to get right out. No, you're going to spend the night here until we figure out how we're going to move forward with this situation. So obviously, the boyfriend isn't wanting to be a victim in this situation. He's clearly not wanting to press charges against her. And, they caught up with him, and this is everything that he had to say about the situation and his feelings behind it.
I feel like it was just a sucky situation all around. I don't feel as if she should have been arrested. You know what I'm saying? People have stresses and emotions and stuff like that. She have things that she needs to work on for herself. Supervise, everybody. And I'm the type of guy, I'm in the midst of just extending grace and mercy and love. And I feel as if I don't try to look at obstacles either. I look at situations like this to just take a step back, analyze yourself mentally, and then just try to see what you can do to be your best self so that you can move forward, so you can just be the type of person and the human that God needs.
I want to time out for a second, right? I want to time out for a second.
He could have fucked over her. If it was the other shoe around, I don't know. Chances are that woman wouldn't have got on, especially a melanated woman. It's not about skin color, but we are in the front page of a lot of shit. Now I know this is a family fight, but right now we talking about this side of the family. If she was on the other foot and he hit her, pushing her, he'd have been in jail. And this brother clearly got some love for her because he's not really bad mouthing her. And we need people like that now. I'm showing this video not for you to choose sides, but this is for educational purposes, so you can learn. We got to relearn our shit. We don't know how to talk to each other. We don't know how to. We got childhood traumas. We bringing that shit into our adulthood. We can't do that.
You see, what made me want to talk about this is because I really didn't know what happened. I just saw the headlines like everybody else, if you saw them. And I saw that he voiced his opinion, but I never watched the video. I'm watching it authentically with you guys. And, in the comment section, it was full of, yes, that's how you stand behind your woman. That's how you protect a black woman. These are the kind of stand
look.
Would people on social media?
Look, before I haven't seen Riva video. I haven't seen. You could go to her website, Riva TV, RIVAH, Riva TV. I'm watching this video organically with you. That shit just came to my head. And as a man or a woman, we gotta have these conversations, these tough conversations, and we gotta be real with each other. You gotta be real with yourself. We do not handle situations the best way. And this shit come from childhood trauma.
Who are viewing the situation have the same grace if the shoe was on the other foot. If he was going through something emotionally, mentally, whatever the case is, and he was pushing her, in the airport, and she was like, I don't want to press charges, would people be standing 10 toes down like, yeah, that's how you ride for your man? No, they would not. They would be like, oh, she's a victim, this is coercion, she's trying to protect him because, if she's standing 10 toes down on what he's doing, who knows what he could be doing behind closed doors if this is what he's doing in public. Like, that would be the whole portrayal of the situation. And I just personally believe, yes, people do deserve grace. Yes, people do go through things. But I think that it's a very sticky situation when you have women who are in these seats, who are inflicting any kind of harm or pain or whatever on somebody else, as they should not be, and people are coming to their defense and making it seem like, oh, we're going to protect you, or we're going to cover you, or we're going to have your back in these situations. I think that is a very dangerous thing that is happening.
To be for his kingdom and for his glory, and so that's kind of how I look at the situation. And I hate the narrative too. Just like, what I'm saying, it's so negative. But like I said, it's just like in the state of Seattle, even talking to the cops, whatever, it was just like, really, with nothing I can do. It's just like honest good, but. I mean, like I said, it was just a sucky situation, but he's just a human being and a great person. And I feel like, what I'm saying, like we've been able to be like really good teammates like all year. And I hate that narrative too because, us coming together like we're just two like real dominant personalities. And she's, to me, the best female athlete in the world. Like I see it every day. And like, for me in my process, like I just said, like moving training groups, a whole new environment, a whole new, training setup, different than what I've been in the past, like, 10 years in my, track and field career, and transitioning and still coming back running 9.8 and feeling like I got so much more to give, like, that's my path, that's my journey, and like, being so up close and personal with her every day, and like, I watch this girl, like, fall on the track, like, in February, walk it off like it was, like a cramp, but get back up and have to take, like, a month and a half, because it's like rehab,
I mean, he's not folding on her. And a lot of women say, we don't love y'all. When we fall in love with y'all, we build great monuments. We build the biggest monuments. We fall hard. It's a misconception saying we don't love the same, and that's not true. We fall hard. Just like y'all fall hard, we fall hard for y'all. I'm doing this video because they on, not Riva, but the people in the comment section is they off the chain. But it's never the same energy for both. You gotta have the same energy for the female, for the male. You can't be saying he a stand-up guy, but at the same time you gotta ask yourself, would she do that for him? She probably would, but I'm saying translate this into the average couple. Would you do this for your man? Would you ride? The police coming up, would you get in front of the bitch? Now you don't take him. Take me too, bitch. No. Like, what happened to that? I know we lost it, but can we find it? Can we find it? 7 grams. Don't change like the climate. Leave it in the comments. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. 7.